Hello guys. We're just gonna vibe for a second because I'm about to start my period, and so I had to eat some ice cream. It's like 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. and I'm just sitting here eating ice cream. But okay, so what's coming through is spirit is telling me that your upper chakras are being activated at this time. There is an alignment that's taking place. And there's something very significant about your throat chakra right now. I'm hearing speaking your truth more, saying what's on your mind. I'm also hearing being blunt, like you telling people how it is. There's this very straightforward energy. Like I'm even getting what's coming through is with content. So I even noticed that I've been reaching this point of where I'm like starting to show up even more authentically, like being more blunt and caring less about like being ladylike or being perceived in a certain way. So that could be how you're being called to show up right now in whatever aspects of your life that could be in, right? I said that right? Okay. I'm also seeing Cinderella. Interesting. I'm seeing Cinderella and they're showing me the glass slipper. Like I'm seeing this whole scene play out where the prince, or yeah, it's a prince, picks up the slipper and is like trying to find Cinderella. Someone could very much be trying to find you right now. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get a bite of ice cream to like ground myself. We're just vibing today, y'all. We're vibing. Okay. So they're showing me these two. Okay, they're showing me like a map. It almost looks like a GPS. And they're showing me ground. 2 dots on the map, and it's like from one point to the other, and they're saying these 2 points are like 2 people. I'm hearing like divine counterparts. And there's something about like the dots are connecting, right? Because it's like a GPS, right? And they're literally showing me like 53 minutes. 53 could be significant. You could be seeing 5s and 3s, or life path 8 is coming through. That's so funny. Yeah, and now they're bringing me back to the throat chakra. I really feel like someone's about to give a confession. That's what's coming through. Someone is about to confess something to you, or if you're masculine, you're about to confess something to someone. I literally feel this in my heart. Like I feel like a little bit of like a flutter in my heart space. I also feel the energy coming up from like my solar plexus to my my throat. It's like very subtle. It's like a wave of energy, and they're showing it to me. There's like a tension from like my solar plexus up to my throat. I feel like there's this confidence that you guys are getting, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. This also came through in the last reading. Your solar plexus is being activated, and that energy is moving upwards, right? Because you have to be grounded in your lower 3 chakras for that energy to flow up to your head, right? So it's like I'm getting that you've healed so much of your root chakra and your sacral chakra, and now you're at your solar plexus, right? And now that the energy in your solar plexus is really they're showing me black goo coming out of your solar plexus. So it's like your solar plexus is being very cleansed right now, and because it's being cleansed, it's like I'm seeing that energy shoot up through the rest of your chakras, and then your throat chakra is like lighting up. I'm hearing I'm ready to say what I have to say. I'm ready to do what I have to do. That's been coming through too. Okay, let me tap in. I'm seeing Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's a life path 3. You could be a very creative person, or your divine counterpart is going to be a very creative person. I'm seeing instruments. Like I'm seeing someone drumming. I'm seeing like a band. So some of you guys could be musicians. Some of you guys could be in a band or were in a band. That's coming through. Some of you guys could want to get into music. I'm hearing singer-songwriters. Okay. Don't make full tear. Let me get another bite. Y'all, this is so good. This is gelato caramel cookie crunch. I know I'm about to start when I start craving ice cream. Okay. It's always chocolate for me. Most of the time it's chocolate. Okay. Which kind of aligns because that means I'm about to release. I feel like that's significant that this is all like happening. I feel like you guys are about to release something. That came through in the last reading as well. That Knight of Wands just peeked out at me upright. Energy's moving, y'all. That energy is moving. I'm seeing what's her name from Game of Thrones? Shoot, what's her name? Khaleesi. I'm seeing Khaleesi. She's powerful. I actually haven't finished Game of Thrones. I've only seen the first 2 seasons, but I know she's powerful from what I did see. Okay. You could resonate with her her story arc. I'm hearing reclaiming your throne, reclaiming your birthright. You guys could have been waiting on something to happen or waiting for someone to come towards you. And now you're deciding to like take action. That's coming through. Or I'm hearing I'm no longer waiting. There's something about, now I'm picking up on a very detached energy. I just heard I don't want love. For some of you guys, you could have taken a long break from like dating, or you just haven't really wanted, you haven't really been in the space to think about dating or think about being in a relationship, or that's just not something that's been your main priority. I'm picking up, I'm hearing career. So you could have been very focused on your career, very focused on your creative endeavors, focused on your job. I'm hearing focused on your kids. You could be a single parent, and love just hasn't been something that has been at the forefront of your mind. I just heard your spirit guides. I just heard just make way because it's coming. Okay. I keep hearing someone's thinking of you. Okay. The next 3 days are significant. I'm really hearing the next 2 days. Like, for someone could reach out to you in the next 24 hours, the next 2 days, or the next 3 days. Now they're saying 5. 5's max. I just saw the 8 of Wands too. It didn't come out, but I saw it. 7 of Wands, Ace of Swords. With the 7 of Wands in reverse, I heard releasing your defenses. Oh, we said we were releasing something. You're releasing your defensives. Is that defensives? You're letting down your guard. You're putting down your sword. That's what I go with this Ace of Swords in reverse too. You're putting down your sword. I'm hearing releasing the need to know how something's going to turn out. Releasing the need to know. I'm hearing like putting your best foot forward. Y'all, I just... Hold on, let me tap into this. I just heard someone's about to get proposed to. I saw a clear, y'all, I saw a clear ass image of a man getting down on his knee proposing. Someone's about to propose. Like, if you're in a relationship, this person is going to propose to you. That could be the confession. And this could actually be, like, this person that you're with could be someone that's really guarded. Or not really guarded, because obviously you're in a relationship. You can't be guarded. But he was, like, guarded in the past. Or it doesn't have to be a he. A masculine energy was guarded. And so, this is, like, I'm hearing, like, something that this masculine was afraid of. Like, something, like, this confession is going to be very, it's like the epitome of him setting down his defenses. That's what just came through. Hold on, let me get another bite of ice cream. Oh god. Grab your snack and chill with me. 5 of Wands. You could be really in your head about something. 5s could be significant. 5, 5, 5, change. I feel like that card wants to come out too. 5 of Wands. Yeah, really in your head about something, overthinking something. wrestling with your thoughts, being up late at night. I'm hearing you need a release. You need to release this, whatever this is, release it to the divine. Or I'm also hearing take action. There's going to be something you're being guided to take action on that's going to relieve you of this stress, is what I'm hearing. I just heard I found my soulmate. Like, dude, someone's about to be in love. We have the Ten of Swords and we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's a wound here of being let down in the past. Deep wounds around being let down. I'm hearing false promises. People giving you false hope. I also just heard, this might be a very tender message, but I heard someone pretending to be in love with you when they weren't. Like someone just doing the bare minimum to keep you around. If you're, I'm really getting that with the feminine energy. So if you're feminine here, you could really relate to that part. Yeah, I'm hearing people putting in the least amount of effort, doing the least amount to keep you around. You could struggle with trust issues. I also just heard I want love, but I don't know how to accept it. I don't know how to let it in. And now I'm seeing someone walking and like spirit is, I'm seeing like, yeah, like steps, and spirit is saying like just put one foot in front of the other. I really feel like you guys are being guided to open up right now. Like, I feel like you're about to meet someone so significant in your life. I'm really drawn to the fact that my gelato says recipe 12 right there. Some of you guys could really like to cook or bake stuff. Also just heard taking yourself less seriously. I think that if you're someone that's been up late at night wrestling with something, for a lot of you guys this is like a relationship, or wrestling with like your true desires, I think that you're being guided to, I'm getting like acceptance, like accept what you want or accept that you desire more. You could be being guided to raise your standards at this time too. Like there could be someone in your life that you're going back and forth with and you're like, well, this person has this, this, and this. So they almost have everything that I want, but there's still something missing. And it's like, raise your standards, like demand more. Like if you feel like something is missing, follow that, like follow your intuition, right? Because I've had so many instances like that where I'm like, this person is like, I like this person. Like I kind of feel safe with this person. Like I could see this going somewhere, but it's not like electric. If there's one thing I'm going to tell my people on here, my community, is don't settle for anything less than electric. That should exist, bro. Okay? It exists. Your soulmate is out there. There is someone out there that has every quality that you want, right? So if you're going back and forth about someone, I feel like that's a sign that, well, sometimes it can just be you being guarded, but there's a clear distinction between like going back and forth because you're a little scared and like going back and forth because someone just isn't like, there's something missing or like they're not 100% fulfilled, or you feel like maybe it's more surface level. Like, you know, dude, trust your intuition, okay? I knew this. I knew something was going to come through about relationships today. I was feeling it. Or love. Okay. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles came out in reverse, and I just heard this clear as day. This person is going to shake your foundation. That's what I just heard. And I'm hearing like in a negative way. So if there's someone that's kind of in and out of your life, or there's someone that you're unsure about, or you're like, I don't know if I can fully trust this person. Like, are they truly in it for me? Like, do they truly care about me? Or are they just trying to see what they can get from me? Or are they just trying to, you know, keep like just, you know, be intimate or whatever the case is. Like I'm hearing this part, or finances, you know, someone like trying to siphon your finances, or someone seeing the greatness in you and just wanting to, there's a lot coming through. The point is, I'm getting that there could be someone in close proximity to you that's like not in alignment with you, and deep down you know this. But again, like I feel like you could be wanting to settle, or thinking like, well, this is like almost what I want. And it's like, no, you deserve everything that you want, you know? Yeah. I kind of don't like that Ten of Pentacles in reverse too. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me get a bite of my... I'm saying hot cocoa. It could be cold where you live. Or you could just really like hot cocoa. There's that coffee. I never saying it's hot cocoa. I'm also seeing someone's hair in a ponytail. You can have your hair in a ponytail like mine. On my back. I'm seeing board games. Someone could have recently played a board game with someone. A card game as well. Someone could have just recently went to a party as well. I'm seeing a party. It was like a house party. Okay, we have 7 of Cups and we have the King of Swords. I heard, y'all, if you're a masculine here, I just heard I have many options, but none of them feel right. Okay, whoever you are, whether you're masculine or feminine, you're coming out as the King of Swords, right? And I'm hearing you, you recognize, there's something about dating here. Like, you recognize that, it's weird because I'm hearing like dating is scammy. Like, or dating apps are scammy. It's like, and I have a weird I have a weird relationship with dating apps. I got on a dating app for like a week and then I deleted it. I did that twice. Like, I had it for like a week and then deleted it. I think the second time I had it for a couple days and deleted it again because I was like, this just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel aligned with me. You know, that's my experience. But I'm getting like, someone sees that like having many options. I feel like if you're a masculine, you could be coming into a realization that like having many options doesn't mean shit if like that person isn't aligned with you. That's what's coming through. Same thing with the feminine, right? Having many options or having many people that want you does not equal alignment. It's like you're becoming very clear about what you want. And I'm hearing like no longer being deceived. I'm also hearing like willing to do the hard work. I'm getting this surrender energy, like surrendering to the divine. I'm hearing like I want to see what's for me. I want something that's in alignment with me. And I'm getting that with this King of Swords, you're very clear-headed. Like, you see through, I'm getting like what society deems as, I'm picking up on hierarchies as well. Like, what society deems as like appropriate or like the norm. And like, you see how like people think that casual dating or like casual intimacy, we're getting deep, y'all, is something that's not really good for you, is what I'm getting. That, oh, you know that channel I did a couple days ago where it was like the illusions are fading? There's an illusion that's completely shattering right now. Like, seriously, I feel like a lot of people are coming to conclusions right now about what they want, like truly what they want, and seeing through people's bullshit, seeing through their own bullshit. I'm getting like you're so clear with this King of Swords. I'm hearing you see what people are offering and like you're not taking it because you're like realizing like this isn't an alignment, or this actually isn't what I want, and like I'm tired of pretending like this is okay, right? Ooh, we're getting into it, y'all. I'm gonna bite my ice cream. Okay, it has caramel in it. Y'all, I feel like y'all about to be attracting soulmates for real, for real. I'm seeing motorcycles. I'm seeing someone riding a motorcycle. And I'm seeing MGK. I just heard that's my type. That's so... So when you could have like a specific type, it's okay. There's a specific message coming through. So when you could have a specific type and like you thought you would never find your type, and then you you meet your soulmate and it turns out to be exactly your type, and you're like, holy shit, like I almost settled, or holy shit, like or even I'm getting like the opposite too. Like, you thought you had a type and then you meet someone and you're like, actually this is my type. Like, this makes so much sense. Okay. I get so giggly when we talk about love. I'm just a lover girl, y'all. Okay. I'm seeing planes again. Planes? Someone's about to be traveling to meet somebody. Hold on. Okay. I have a story. Yes, dude. Yes. I'm hearing you're being separated from strategic energies, or you're separating yourself from strategic energies. You're recognizing what is no longer in alignment for you. I'm hearing like the trickery is over. I'm really getting that like you guys are just taking yourselves out of the mix right now. Like you don't want what people are offering. You don't want what's not in alignment with you. You're like, actually, I'm sick of this. Like, that's what I'm getting. I'm also getting that you're seeing through people. Like there's something about you seeing through people. And you recognizing, I'm hearing like recognizing who's authentic and who isn't authentic as well. I'm hearing like I'm surrounded by a bunch of falsies, or like I'm surrounded by a bunch of people that like I don't know, there's like there's a weird energy here. Let me tap in. I just heard I'm surrounded by people that don't actually care about me. I'm surrounded by people that don't actually see me. That's what's coming through. Some of you guys could be feeling called to move right now. Or like questioning where you live. Yeah, I just heard I don't want to be here anymore. I just heard people want me for what I can offer. Y'all, this is like, I'm picking up some deep wounds here around like feeling like people don't actually care about you, or people aren't actually taking the time to get to know you. Like I keep hearing casual, like you could have been in a karmic cycle of only being with people like casually, or having relationships that never really breached the surface is what I'm getting. You could have also just had flings with people, no judgment, but you could have had flings with people and realized that it was unfulfilling, or like it wasn't, I'm hearing it wasn't soul deep, like it wasn't hitting your soul. Yes, y'all, with the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, yes, like you're sitting down, y'all. You were sitting down this energy of like, I'm hearing like tending to other people's emotions, or being a certain type of way, being a certain type of person to keep people from feeling uncomfortable, like, or like tiptoeing around people's feelings. Like I'm hearing like, actually I don't want to go there, actually I don't want to go out, actually I don't want to link. Like that's what I'm hearing. Like you're so done with that strategic, like you're so done with that energy. You're like, this is draining. That's what I'm getting with this Two of Pentacles. Like you've been juggling that energy for too long and you're sitting it down. Like you no longer want to be involved with people or things, or be at places that don't fulfill you. Like you're so done with it. You're like, no, this is not what I want anymore. This is not fulfilling at all. Like I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to leave the party. Okay, I'm ready to get up from this table. Okay. We're done with that, love. We're done with that. We're getting into it, y'all. We're getting into it. I'm seeing a cracked mirror. What are you trying to say? Cracked mirror. Oh, okay, so I'm seeing someone looking in the mirror, and it's a cracked mirror. Y'all, this is a very sensitive energy. Like they're telling me that you could have felt like parts of you were like fractured or like broken off because of people. Like I'm picking up on an energy of like people betraying you, or people hurting you, and like you looking in the mirror at yourself and like this very because it's cracked, right? So you're seeing yourself in this very warped way, or you're not seeing the fullness of you. It's like people distorted the perception that you had of yourself. They could have painted you out to be the villain. They could have made you feel like there was something wrong with you, when actually I'm getting like, I'm seeing this very vivid image of like someone siphoning like your energy. Like I'm literally seeing like, they're showing me, okay, so they're showing me a person, they're showing me this blackness coming out of a person, right? Okay, I see what they're trying to say. I feel like a lot of people activated your shadow. Like, and yes, your shadow is supposed to come up in relationships. You're supposed to, you know, when you come into a relationship with someone, it's to work through things together and to grow together. And so you're gonna have wounds come up. You're gonna get triggered every now and then. That's part of, you know, being in a healthy, evolving relationship. And so they're showing me like only your shadow was coming out in relationships. So it's like these people were, I'm getting like intentionally like triggering you or intentionally being a specific way with you. Like you could have been in relationships with people that were very explosive, or you could have been around friends that were kind of explosive or kind of like intentionally triggered you, or like to see you like frustrated or irritated or in a certain light. They liked maybe when you were struggling or when something was off in your career, like they secretly like to see you like that, or maybe they outwardly did, and maybe you didn't peep it at first, or you just kind of like let it slide. But I'm getting like these people activated your shadow. Like they only, like they like to pull the darkness out of you. They like to see you in that way. Like they like to see you triggered. They like to see you upset. They like to see you frustrated because it gave them power over you. That's what's coming through, okay? And so you could have spent, I'm hearing like the last like 2-3 years in that like a karmic cycle like that, where you were around people that were just bringing out the worst in you. And so you would look in yourself in the mirror and think, wow, like I'm not a good person. Like I'm doing this, this, and this. When really like you were trying to cope with what these people were like. These people were presenting this to you, right? In whatever way, like intentionally saying certain things or being a certain way. And you're just trying to cope, right? You're just trying to figure out how to maintain that relationship, or how to be a better person, because you were thinking something was wrong with you, but it wasn't you, it was them, but you internalized it. I'm seeing the Three of Swords. I'm hearing like setting other people's emotions down. You could have just felt like you had to carry other people on your back or with you. I'm also hearing like dimming your light, dimming yourself in certain ways or in certain situations. Yet, 10 of Wands. Excuse me. You're done. I burped like a man, y'all. You're done carrying other people's bullshit. Like you're done. I'm hearing you're tired, man. You're just tired. You're over it. I'm hearing you're over this cycle. You're over these people. You're over this life. There's something about like you going through a revamp right now. I feel like you're really about to go through a revamp. I feel like I'm seeing someone playing chess. So like you're moving pieces of your life around. You're rethinking everything at this time. That's what I'm getting. Like you're rethinking everything. You're rethinking where you've been. You're rethinking where you want to go. I'm hearing releasing a past cycle as well. Oh shit. Okay. I'll take them. Y'all. Okay. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. We have the Seven. Okay. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, the Empress, and the Queen of Swords. Y'all. Okay. I'm hearing someone is seeing you as the Empress at this time if you're a feminine. Do y'all see how it goes 2 and then 3? Interesting. 2, 3. 2s and 3s could be significant. Yeah, someone is seeing you as the Empress. We have the Empress and the Queen of Swords. I'm picking up on a powerful collective of feminines. If you're a woman here, I feel like you've really been coming, or you don't have to be a woman, I'm sorry. It's gender neutral. If you're a feminine, I'm picking up that you have a very powerful feminine energy, like a powerful presence. I'm getting with this Queen of Swords, you're very witty, you're very smart, you're very knowledgeable. I'm hearing you're very self-assured. I'm also hearing like you know who you are, like you know your path now, like yeah, you're just someone who's very secure within yourself. And with this Empress energy, I'm getting like you're moving from a Queen of Swords. Okay, you could be an air sign, but I'm getting you're moving from a Queen of Swords energy, which is still a wonderful energy to be in, but it's more, you could have been someone who was like more in their head. So like you, at times you could have been more in your masculine, because I just feel like if you're a powerful woman, or if you're just a powerful person in general, then I feel like you have to have like strong feminine energy and strong masculine energy. So I feel like sometimes you could have led with that, could have been more in your head sometimes, or been maybe like rationalized your emotions. But I'm getting you're moving into this Empress energy, like you've integrated this aspect of yourself, and now you're like the Empress. You're coming out as like nurturing and like loving and giving and compassionate, while also like maintaining your self-worth and your boundaries. And like I'm getting like a very, like, you've integrated your masculine, like you integrated a big part of your masculine energy. And I'm hearing someone is seeing you as the Empress, like they're seeing you in this embodiment with this Two of Cups. We're gonna put those to the side for a second because I feel like this one is separate. This one's sticking out to me with the we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yes, like you're releasing yourself from what we're talking about. You're releasing these burdens or the illusion that you had to carry everything for people or you had to be a certain way for people. You can have a lot of 7th house placements. So like, and with the 7th house, that's what they're bringing up. The 7th house is the house of business partnerships, relationships, marriage. And so actually I think marriage is the 8th house, but the 7th house is all about like reflective energy. So it's like this idea that people are a reflection of you. So if you have planets in the 7th house, like me, I'm very familiar with this energy because I have planets in the 7th house. If you don't have yourself reflected back to you, like if you don't have people that are reciprocal or people that reflect, you know, I'm just going to use me as an example because I had this energy. Even if you don't have the 7th house placements, this is still going to be, this can still correlate to you because we still all have those house placements. We still have an energy in that house, even if there's no planets there, right? So with the 7th house, I have Leo in my 7th house. So there's been this theme. I actually have 3 planets in my 7th house. 2 of those placements are Leo placements. So I've encountered this theme, this reoccurring theme of like feeling like I have to dim myself around certain people, or feeling like I can't be as confident, I can't be as flamboyant, I can't be as me, right? And it's because like the people around me may be a little bit more insecure, or they might be not as like solidified in their identity in certain ways, right? Because we're always growing and evolving. But yeah, and so when you don't have that energy reflected back to you, it can really distort the view that you have of yourself, and you can't really see yourself in the way that you're meant to see yourself. And so with the 7th house energy, I'm getting like I'm feeling like you're an empath. Like you can constantly pick up on other people's like emotions, or you're able to understand why people like act in a certain way. I'm getting you're very intuitive. And so you could have absorbed how people reacted to you or how people felt about you and feel like you needed to be a certain way. And you're putting that down. You're letting that cycle go of carrying so much. You're not meant to carry other people's shit, okay? So you're setting it down. Right? And I'm really, dating keeps coming through. There's something here about dating. Like, I'm hearing like, I'll never find my person, or this is repetitive, this is redundant. And it's like, I'm hearing like you're changing your perspective about this, right? Because with the 8 of Swords upright, it's like you're blind. You're kind of keeping yourself in this limited mindset. You're strapped to these swords. You're confused. You can't see things clearly. But you actually can take this off. You can take the blindfold off, and you can take these straps off by yourself, but you're just not choosing to, right? That's kind of the energy here. And so with it being in reverse, it's like you're finally taking the blinders off, and you're like, actually, I don't want this anymore. Okay? I don't want this anymore. So I'm going to go this way. You can go that way. That's the energy. This is the energy I'm getting. Okay, so with this 2 of Cups, I'm really getting, this is like, I'm getting all aspects of relationships, right? Business partnerships, romantic relationships, friendships. But because we've been talking about romance, I really feel like this correlates to romance. I really feel like you guys are about to come into union. You guys are about to meet someone. I'm here to meet someone special, or meet someone significant. And it's because you're in your Empress energy, right? If you're a feminine, you're in your Empress energy. And if you're masculine, I feel like maybe you are you're drawn to a more Empress energy. So women that are kind of more integrated. And I'm hearing like lead. Let me tap in. I gotta get ahead of myself. While I'm getting a bite of ice cream, I need to put this back in the freezer. I'm hearing like women that are more alive, women that are more sure of themselves. I'm getting like a more mature energy. You're drawn to a more mature energy now. And I feel like if you're a feminine energy here, then you're more embodied, you're more self-regulated, you learn how to regulate your emotions, and you're ready for like a true partnership is what I'm getting. We're gonna get one more. King of Cups. Masculines are opening their hearts. Also the Devil on the back. Releasing wounds, healing wounds. I'm hearing avoidance wounds. Oh shoot, that came out very clear. That one came out, those came out too. I'm getting a very clear message with this High Priestess card in reverse. Okay. This is coming through so specifically. Okay. For my feminines here, I'm getting, because we had that King of Pentacles come out too. That Hangman came out separately. Wow. Then we have this. Y'all. Okay, hold on. These cards are coming out together, right? I'm getting I'm getting that if you're a feminine, your divine counterpart could be a masculine that was afraid of spirituality. Like this masculine could have been someone who was more like involved in religion, like he could have been more religious, or just not been like spiritual religious at all. Or maybe he was like maybe a little curious, but never like truly dabbled in it. And I'm getting like when he meets you, I'm seeing someone's like mind being blown, like their eyeballs like blowing up and being like, holy shit, like what the hell is actually going on? And like a version of him, like the version of him, hold on, let me tap in because this energy's strong. I'm hearing the version of him before he meets you, like, or him now, he didn't like really understand any of it. Maybe even thought it was a little crazy. But like there's this opening that he could be going through at this time is what I'm getting. Or he's going to go through this opening when he meets you. But I'm hearing like he had a fear of it. Like he could have been a little afraid of it. I'm almost getting like afraid of the feminine energy. Like afraid of a true like divine feminine, a true high priestess that's coming through. This is so funny. But with the King of Pentacles, I'm getting like he's going to be more grounded in this. Like he's going to be, I'm hearing, more aware. And there's also like something about with this, I'm getting like you balancing him. Even though it's in reverse, I'm still getting like you balancing him out in a sense. Because he could be like very practical. It's Pentacles, so earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. He could be very practical. And you're like, I'm getting like this fairy. And so you're... I'm hearing like you're going to be inviting him into a new world, right? Did I just see a shadow or orb or something go behind me? Yes. Okay, that's what I got with that. Yeah, okay. And we had the Hangman. Oh, yes, that makes so... Y'all, surrendering. This does go with this. Okay, this... Because I was feeling like this was separate, but they just wanted me to talk about this first. The Hangman, surrendering to the divine. I really feel like they're showing me the GPS again. So they're showing me these two dots. It's like the starting point and the destination. And now they're showing me one of the dots is moving towards the other. So it's like I'm getting that even if like you haven't met a divine masculine, and if you're a divine masculine, take this how it resonates. But if you haven't met a divine masculine, if you haven't met your counterpart, then this person is surrendering at this time. Like there's something about them opening themselves up more and wanting different. And like I'm getting like being more open to the divine, because we had the Hangman come out, which is about new perspectives. You know, he's hanging upside down and his head is lit up. New perspectives. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. So there's like, I'm getting like with this High Priestess in reverse, there could have been a resistance to like spirituality, or resistance to, I'm hearing like maybe this masculine didn't believe in love, or like had very bad experiences in love. But there's something about like faith being strengthened, or this masculine opening his heart to love. And if you're masculine, you're going to resonate with this part, right? So opening yourself up to spirituality more, opening yourself up to like true divine feminine energy, and integrating this and like sitting with this. That's why that song kept coming through. Tender Love by Force MDs. That's literally what that song is about. It's about surrendering to love. And Yeah. So it's like there's a true surrender taking place when it comes to like divine feminine energy, when it comes to spirituality. And like grounding this into the physical is what I'm getting. I feel like there's like a grounding happening. You could also relate to the last message where I was talking about something grounding in the physical. This could be very much one of you guys' manifestations. Like you could have been manifesting love, and this is grounding into the physical. I'm hearing scripting. You could have like scripted out your soulmate, and now this person is about to magically like appear in your life. What? Who are you? Okay. Okay, and then we have the Chariot. The energy is moving forward. Okay. Okay, Citadel is coming through. I'm gonna bite, y'all. Take a bite. I need to know if you guys are Sleep Token fans, okay? My sister is the only person that's a Sleep Token fan around me. I want more Sleep Token friends. I want to go to their concert so bad. Okay. Well, that gelato's good. I end up eating that whole thing without guilt. Without guilt. Okay. I'm so excited to see what comes out in this deck. Because we're doing, like, this is more like around relationships and love. And, like, usually when I do this is about just, like, life in general or career. So I'm like, is there something in here that's going to be, like, so specific to what we're talking about? Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, I'm seeing Yennefer from The Witcher. Yo, I just got full body chills. Okay, hold on. Dude, when I get chills, it's like very important. I have to put this down for a second. So Yennefer. And the warrior is on top of the freaking deck as I'm talking about Yennefer. Okay, hold on. Yennefer from The Witcher. I feel like if you're a divine feminine, well, if you're a divine masculine too, this goes for both. But I feel like if you're a divine feminine, you're really going to resonate with this. So I don't know if you guys have seen The Witcher, but so many shows and movies have been coming through, but that's okay. I think they just like to show me that because I love shows and movies. Like I love the entertainment industry in general. Like I'm a very creative person. So I feel like that's going to come through a lot in my readings just to prepare you guys. But Yennefer. So she starts out, Yennefer has to go on this journey, especially in the first season, of coming into a sense of self-worth. Like, seeing her own worth and like developing a strong sense of self-esteem and like coming into her power because she is a, she's basically, I would basically call her like a witch. She, she has magic, right? And so growing up, she's treated like absolute shit by her parents. Like, so you could resonate with having a very hard childhood or being the black sheep in your family. So she is like treated like absolute shit. She also has like this deformity where like her spine is very crooked. And her dad basically like sells her for like 5 marks. Like he sells her because he doesn't like, someone offers, okay, let me slow down. So there's a woman who is a, what do I call them? Witches. I'm gonna call them witches. I can't think of the right word. But they all have magic, right? So there's a woman that goes to where Yennefer is, like to her family home, and she's like, I want to buy her for 5 marks. And then her dad, her literal dad, her biological dad, sells her for 5 marks. And her mom is like, no, you can't sell our daughter. And she's like crying, like saying like, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. But she ends up going with this woman, right? And this woman teaches her about her own magic. And throughout the first season, she is in this, she has very low self-worth. She wants to die. Like she has very, very low self-esteem because of how she was treated. And so she has to learn how to control her emotions because she is like, she has a lot of rage, right? A lot of rage, a lot of anger, a lot of sadness. And she has to learn to channel this energy into her power. Like she has to learn how to, it's called chaos in The Witcher. And she's like, you have all this chaos, but you need to learn how to channel it, right? And so the first season is about her really learning her self-worth, coming into her power, believing she's deserving. And she ends up going to this huge transformation and reclaiming her power. And then she comes into alignment with the Witcher. I just got freaking chills, dude. She comes into alignment with Geralt or the Witcher. And they're like true divine counterparts. But the version of her at the very beginning of the first season would not have been able to come into alignment with him if she didn't go on a journey of like self-worth. And with the Witcher, he had to go on his own journey because Witchers are, you know, they're like the outcast, and I'm going in with this. They're like the outcast, and they're said to don't have emotions and be like killers, and my nose is getting clogged. Dude. Why is my nose getting clogged? That's never happened to me before. My nose hasn't been clogged at all. I think it's the way I'm talking. Okay, anyways. With The Witcher, he has to go on his own journey and open up to love and open up to her. But without going on their own individual journeys, they would have never came together, right? And then they're true divine counterparts. And they recognize when they come together that it's because like they have a bigger destiny, which is to protect and guide Princess Ciri, who has lost her entire kingdom, has lost her family, etc. And so they're not like, that's not like their biological child, but it is their child. Surprise, right? So destiny brings them together. Y'all, that is the most powerful. The way that aligned with this reading is insane. Like, okay, I love this. I seriously recommend The Witcher if you've never watched it. I really feel like this collective would resonate with that storyline, especially if you're about to come into union. Yeah, they both had to see their worth, and they both had to learn to open up. And at first, I think they kind of like, I think at first it started as kind of like a fling, and then they fell in love. It was beautiful. Okay, let's see what comes through. Dang, that card came out fast. The Painter, productivity, creation. I think I'm going to read this. Why is my nose doing that? Y'all, seriously, like, I feel clogged. You miss the pollen? Okay. I have an upside down triangle. Why am I drawn to that upside down triangle there? You know what's coming through with that? 369. A confirmation that this reading is for you is if you've been seeing 369. I just saw 717. It's 4717, or was that on my timestamp? You could be seeing 717 as well. We've been talking about the 7th house, which is partnerships, marriage. And the 1st house is about identity. So coming into your identity and a strong sense of self-worth to be able to attract aligned partnerships from the 7th house. 369 can be significant. 369s are actually considered the numbers that are the keys to the universe. There's something about them. I need to go back and research that. But yeah. Okay, let's read this. I'm all over the place. What's crazy is I was watching Natija's reading. Natija Cave. I don't know if you guys watch her too. She's one of my favorite readers, and her nose was getting clogged. That's why I was like, why the hell is my nose getting clogged? Like, is there something going on in the collective or something? Because she was saying how it didn't start until she started doing her reading, and it was just the same for me. That didn't start until I started talking about divine, Yennefer and Geralt like coming into union. But whatever. The Painter. Your last name could be Smith as well. That just stood out to me. Something about kings and queens as well. I feel like you guys may have been really drawn to it, to the time periods where there were kings and queens. Or like people were like, you know, in wars and like in battle. Shoot, where is it? I'm getting sidetracked. The Painter. I think I'm going to pull one more too and see what comes out. I gotta find it, y'all. Bear with me. I'm hearing that song Imposed by Bad Omens again. It might just be because I've been listening to it so much. Where the heck is it? It's gonna bug me. There's not a number on it. Okay, found it. 134. The Painter. Let me just let y'all get a look at it. Okay. You know who I'm seeing? I'll get into that in a second. It'll come back if it's important. A splash of color. No, because they keep showing it to me. So in The Witcher, there's this guy, you could be a part of the LGBTQ community, because I'm seeing the 2 guys that fall in love, or like, they don't really fall in love, but they really like each other, and they kind of link up or like hook up. but one of the men is called into duty because the king dies. I think his dad is the one that dies, and so he becomes the king, and so he's pulled off into duty basically, and then they kind of like separate, and there's like something going on there. So you could have had a period of separation with someone is what I'm getting. Like you could have been connected to someone, and then you guys had to separate for a little bit and then come back together. Okay, so the painter, a splash of color, the bright powder pigment of paint boxes, the sharp scent of chemicals. Y'all, the painter sets to work in the street, bringing to life yet another vivid mural to adorn the citadel's vibrant walls. I lost my train of thought there. The painter sets to work in the street, bringing to life yet another vivid mural to adorn the citadel's vibrant walls. You could paint. One street is already a riot of color, painted flowers, stars, and animals, while the next is a blank canvas waiting for something to adorn it. The painter's drive to create is all-consuming. They've forgotten the murals that have come before, already focused on their next new creation. Within you is a font of creativity waiting to burst forth. This is not just the sort of creativity that requires a paintbrush or a pen, but the ability to bring about a vision, to know your own voice and what you bring into the world. Don't let anything hold you back. This is your chance to embrace that vision, to follow your instincts and bring about something beautiful and new. You could be guided to create something new in your life right now. You could also be a painter. I mean, being guided to put yourself out there more. And for a small sliver of you, you could actually feel called to dating apps. That just came through as well, which is it's like the complete opposite of what was happening in the first part of this video. But if you feel called to, follow your intuition, right? Follow what feels true to you. So your intuition might be guiding you to go on a date with someone there, and that's how you come into contact with someone or meet your divine counterpart. You never know. Everybody's journey is different. Let's see. 2 cards came out. Let's see. We have the Tailor. Oh, 3 cards came out. Well, let's see. We have the Herald, small regrets, longing. Wow, longing. Snakes could be significant. Someone here could have a snake tattooed on them. I'm also saying that I forgot what it's called, but it hangs on your wall. It's like it almost looks like a blanket, but it's not. I forgot what those things are called, but you could have one of those. And it could have a snake on it, or you could just have one of those in general. That's what I just saw in my mind's eye. Okay. Oh, this is 52 minutes. 52:25 on my timestamp. You could be seeing 5s and 2s. The musician, inspiration, gratitude. I feel like you guys are really seeing the bigger picture play out right now with this musician card. Also, I said at the beginning, I was seeing musicians, right? So you could be a musician. Someone here could feel called to create music, write a song. I'm also getting that your divine counterpart is going to inspire your creativity or inspire, I'm hearing inspire your music taste as well. Your music taste could be shifting. The Tailor, attention to detail, pride. Okay, we're going to read the Herald and we're going to read the Tailor, right? And then I think we're going to call it Herald. The Herald. I want another bite of ice cream. That's probably why I was reading so long, because I keep stopping to take bites of ice cream. Freaking being a woman. Okay. Tailor. The Tailor. Bear with me. I'm always rushing myself. It's okay, Clay. Just take a deep breath. Okay. 142. You could be seeing 143 as well. That's an I love you from the universe. I also just heard an I love you from your divine counterpart. So we're starting with the Tailor. The Tailor, attention to detail, pride. You could have a barber shop, or again, someone who's just gotten their hair cut. The store is dark. The walls lined with endless boxes that house a wealth of beautiful dresses and suits. At the back of the store, lit by a single lantern, a half-finished robe is stretched across a frame. Hunched before the magnificent garment, the tailor labors at this work of love, nimble fingers embroidering a spellbinding design into the silk. It is this passion and dedication that has made them so successful, but from the tremble in their fingers, it seems as though it won't be long before overexertion catches up with them. Your dedication to your passions has served you well, and you're finally starting to reap the benefits of your hard work. Allow yourself to stop and take pride in what you've done rather than throwing yourself headfirst at the next thing. It's important to acknowledge your achievements in order to understand the depths of your own abilities. I feel like you guys can be really hard on yourself sometimes and not take the time to appreciate like how far you've come, or who you are becoming. I'm also getting like, again, looking at past versions of yourself and kind of being upset about maybe what you said or what you did. And Spirit is saying like, be proud of the person that you've become, because you had to be that version of you to become who you are now. And again, all parts of you, all versions of you are beautiful. There's also something about you tailoring who you are right now. I feel like I'm hearing like you're stitching yourself. You're refining yourself. You could also be refining your craft as well at this time, with that musician card coming out with that card. Yes, because we had the musician card and the painter card come out. So there's something about creativity here. You refining your craft and your creativity. I'm also hearing you being inspired again. I really feel like your divine counterpart can inspire you again if you've been having being in a creative rut. We have the Herald. Let's see. Herald, and then we're gonna call it Herald. Do you guys like my longer messages? Because I kind of get scared because I'm so used to like fast content with like TikTok and everything. I'm like, are people gonna like stay this long? I don't know if you guys like my shorter messages or my longer messages. Let's see. The Herald. Small regrets, longing. Animals could also be significant. I'm seeing a farm. Someone here could have a farm. Y'all, my nose. The Herald. Nimble hands pluck at the strings of a lute, and a fragment smoke curls from beneath the wide brim of a hat. The Herald exudes an easy sort of charm that draws others to them as they play their tune. But beneath that smile and easy laugh, there is an undercurrent of melancholy. They think back to the day that their life changed, to the flowers on the hillsides, the hares in the grass, the guard waiting in ambush. Would their fate have been different had they taken a different path back then, or would it still have turned out the same way? It's easy to get caught up in the what-ifs, but if you go forward, holding on to all those little regrets, you're going to miss out on the pleasures of the moment. Be your own herald of change and bring something new and more positive into your life. Don't let the force of your own feelings separate you from finding joy in the path you're on now. Wow. Wow. I feel like you guys could be longing for something new in your life. You're longing for a new beginning, right? And you could be regretting, like I said earlier, where you've been. I love how I basically channeled that entire card before I even read the meaning. But yeah, I feel like it's time for you to come into a place of self-acceptance. And I feel like when you do, this is going to lead to like so many more abundant and fruitful relationships in your life, and like an opening of your heart. Again, like your hearts are already opening, but okay, they're saying one more card from the Moonology deck. I'm seeing chalk again. I'm seeing kids drawing chalk on the sidewalk. 2 kids. I'm seeing 2 kids. You could have 2 kids. I'm also hearing like nieces and nephews. Someone in here could be spending more time with their nieces and nephews. 2 cards came out. You're very close to achieving your goal. This is confirmation for you. Keep going. Don't give up. And then it says, you are good enough. So if you needed clarity, we were just talking about this, y'all. Know your worth. Know that you are deserving. Know that you deserve people in your life that truly love you, truly see you on a soul level, and truly care for you, right? And don't hold on and harbor past versions of yourself, right? It says you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. You could be a Virgo. You have a very prominent Virgo placement in your chart. Virgos can be very hard on themselves, okay? I have a Virgo Mercury, so I understand. The way that I think about things, I'm like very, very hard on like the way my mind works. I'm always thinking about things and how I affect people, the way my opinions may affect people, the way I'm just always in my head, right? And so with Virgos, my mom's a Virgo too. I feel like Virgos can be very hard on themselves, and because you're like always trying to, refine things, right? And so you're trying to always make things better, and I feel like you're your biggest refinement. Like you're always trying to make yourself like the best you can possibly be, but it's okay to be imperfect, you know? I have to tell myself that all the time. It's okay to be imperfect, okay? You're still deserving of love, no matter who you are. I love you, and I hope this message resonated. See ya.